Y'all, we got fake snow.
What?
Show them again.
Watch this. So this is
styrofoam pieces.
This is styrofoam. Styrofoam.
You know, it's even more weird is if you take a picture of a $1 bill on the back.
It looks like an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you actually you turn the contrast all the way up. And yeah, the contrast reveals an alien head and the face, the eyes, everything.
Well, you'll need to meet your straw man. He was born the same day you were. He looks like you, has the same name, and lives in your house, but you never knew he existed. You will have even paid his parking tickets or taxes. The worst part? He's been dead from day one. From every birth certificate, a legal personality, or legal fiction, is created with the same name to confuse little old you into thinking it's you. So, there is a human you and a paper you, or as it's commonly known, a straw man. So when it seems like government officials, court clerks, or the police are speaking English, they aren't. They're speaking legalese, designed to make you agree to verbal and written contracts without even knowing about it, all spun from Black's Law Dictionary. For example, when the police say, "Do you understand?" you'll say, "Yes." What they are really saying is, "Do you stand under our authority?" Oopsie-daisy, you just created a verbal contract with them. Oh, you clever government.
What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. I'm Nurse Dre. Thanks for stopping by. I've got a crazy video for you guys today. Stick around, it's gonna be a good one. A lot of crazy conspiracy theory TikToks that are gonna blow your effing mind. But before we do that, if the universe has led you here, please do hit that subscribe button. That one. You'll not be disappointed, and neither will I. I really appreciate you guys. Leave me a comment, let me know what y'all think, okay?
I'm sorry, they had what in the 1800s? Spirit machines. They summoned spirits. What the hell is this? Well, you see, even Thomas Edison got involved with this, and what he would do was shoot a light beam, laser, all the way across this area. And when they would summon ghosts, the ghosts would walk through the beam and it would project their picture up in this box or on a screen, kind of like a hologram. Even Thomas Edison, come on now, really? Yeah, they had all kind of inventors trying this with different ways. It was pretty cool. I think that one's box is a little bit too small. The fact that ghosts don't have any legs or like the lower body and they kind of just float around, this is where that started. It wasn't a myth or a legend.
Yeah.
It was true, it was real. This is how they saw their past loved ones, anyone they wanted to summon from the dead. Honey, I don't think that one went the right way.
No.
He looks a little bit messed up. Just a little bit. That must have been his ex-wife. He got that bitch in a cage. What would you do if you could summon a ghost or a past loved one? Just make them appear anytime you wanted to with a machine. What would you do? Who would you summon? Let me know below. And also, do you think it's ethical? Like, and where did this technology go, right? Where's the damn technology today? We don't have this. But I have a feeling some people know, if you know what I mean. Follow for more as long as you can.
That's crazy. Okay, y'all. That's my TikTok. Check it out. It's a lot of fun over there. We have a lot of fun. But look, if I was going to summon someone from the dead, it would definitely be my dad. Because my dad died when I was young. I didn't know him growing up. That'd be great. But like, do you think it's ethical? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. And who would you summon? And where is the technology? Why can't we do that today? You know? Like, why can't you just go to Best Buy and buy a spirit summoning machine? I don't know.
I'm trying to simplify this for you. Grab your social security card. Look at the back. There's going to be a red letter followed by 8 numbers. That red letter is going to correspond with the Federal Reserve Bank. There are only 12 banks. Look at the banks. Look at the letter. Whoever's letter you have, that's the bank that owns your account. These letters are also on money.
No. Y'all, okay, so this goes off the premise that we're all slaves in the American country and the United States, that we're all slaves, that we all are owned by the Bank of England, basically. And when you're born, an account is open for you, and you are traded on the stock market like a stock, like a company stock. That just confirms everything right there. Our social security card is close to a passport. It's what shows that you are an American citizen, basically. And it really does have those numbers and letters on it, y'all. If that really does correlate to a fucking bank, that confirms the whole theory. It's not even a theory, it's real. And we're gonna go through that. But moving on.
Okay, so boom, Starman Part 2. So listen, first thing first, you gotta realize that when you were born, your birth certificate is basically a receipt, and how they did it is they basically turned you into a corporate entity without you knowing, or your parents. So the best thing for you to do is take control of your Starman. And the way that I learned how you do that is you have to authenticate your birth certificate. So that basically means you have to reach out to the Department of Vital Records in whatever state that you was born. Reach out to them and get your original birth certificate, the one that got the raised seal on there. It has to have a raised seal. And the next thing you do is you file for a UCC-1 financing statement. Basically, that's like the OG of contracts. You know what I'm saying? The way the U.S. Constitution and all that was set up, they cannot go against the UCC financing statement. So you basically file that, and you have to pay a $25 money order. At least you have to in the state of Georgia. I don't know about what state you are in, look it up. Then after that, you have to file for your name in a take two. File for your name as a registered LLC. Register your name as an LLC. So that way, that's your legal way of taking back your straw man. Facts. One good book to get, or two good books to get, is Meet Your Straw Man and Everything You Need to Know. Facts. Like, if y'all go check my previous video, it's already in there. Bomb. It just introduces you to everything. This shit is crazy. And the wildest part about it is that this shit is legal. Like, these folks have been doing this shit since the 30s, the early 30s. You know what I'm saying? And back in when they passed the law, the HJR 192. Look it up. I am going to start doing courses. I am going to start teaching my people. And I'm not charging nobody. I'm not busting y'all head, you feel me? But you got to make sense for both of us, you feel me? If I'm giving y'all all of this knowledge, giving y'all the information, I'm giving y'all the websites, the least I can do is slide me my little 25. You know what I'm saying? I ain't charging too much. But help me, help you, help us. And I'm walking all of my folks step by step through each of the process, like from getting your straw man to understanding how it works, down to fixing your credit and being able to leverage your credit. You know what I'm saying? Because everything in America, just remember, everything in America is a business. So the better you understand business, the better you understand America. The better you understand America, the better you can survive in this motherfucker. You feel me?
Yeah,
so if y'all need some information, y'all just got any questions, y'all want to just tap in, there's something that y'all know that I don't know, follow me on Instagram, go ahead and hit me up. I love to converse, I love to respond. You know what I'm saying? Let's put a community together. You know what I'm saying? All of us, if we all do this shit, bro, America will literally fall.
Yeah. Y'all go check out Lucky 2Ks. So what I was talking about before, when you're born and they make this account for you, that's called your straw man. It's literally your twin, or you on paper, legitimized. And that's what they use to trade you on the stock market. Now, supposedly every one of us has an account associated with our social security number and our name, and that account is worth millions. So if you can tap in, not only will you gain your sovereignty back as a sovereign free person, not being a slave to this country anymore, not only will you gain your sovereignty, but you'll also gain millions of dollars if you can tap in, right? So go check out Lucky 2Ks. I had some more videos that were supposed to go in front of this, and I'm so sorry that they were not able to go in front of this, but this is really good knowledge to have.
You know, it's even more weird is if you take a picture of a $1 bill on the back.
It looks like an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you actually, well, you turn the contrast all the way up, and yeah, the contrast reveals an alien head and the face, the eyes, everything. It's kind of genius. What's in your pocket?
Yeah.
What's
Roswell.
in your pocket? I love the alien there at the end too.
Ah, the government. It loves you and wants to keep you safe and well. It even wants to make paying taxes, fines, and court costs easier for you. How? Well, you'll need to meet your straw man. He was born the same day you were. He looks like you, has the same name, and lives in your house, but you never knew he existed. You will have even paid his parking tickets or taxes. The worst part? He's been dead from day one. From every birth certificate, a legal personality, or legal fiction, is created with the same name to confuse little old you into thinking it's you. So, there is a human you and a paper you, or as it's commonly known, a straw man. So when it seems like government officials, court clerks, or the police are speaking English, they aren't. They're speaking legalese, designed to make you agree to verbal and written contracts without even knowing about it, all spun from Black's Law Dictionary. For example, when the police say, "Do you understand?" you'll say, "Yes." What they are really saying is, "Do you stand under our authority?" Oopsie-daisy, you just created a verbal contract with them. Oh, you clever government. Did you know that whenever you register something, you are handing over title to the person you register it with? That's right. Whenever you register something with the government, they assume it belongs to them. Registered your car? Super! Now you are the registered keeper of your vehicle, and the government can crush it when you don't pay your, straw man's taxes. Expecting a new bundle of joy? Well then you need to register your little darling with a birth certificate. Then they can start the process all over again and create a new straw man for your little one. Isn't that great? So when Junior grows up, he'll be able to generate revenue just like you have. When you notify on your baby by signing the birth certificate, your child becomes a ward of state. And if the government doesn't like what you're doing, they'll assume it's okay to take the child away or make new rules for things they don't like.
A ward of the state. Your child becomes a ward of the state. An orphan that belongs to the state. You don't own your child, the state does. And if they don't like what you're doing, they can take them at any time. This system is so corrupt, you can't even get to the bottom of it. Like, the paper trail is there, but you can't get to the bottom of it.
Not enough school? Smacking your child? Shouting too loudly? Then it's off to social services for the little one. When you get a bill, it's sent to you, but belongs to your straw man, not you. That's why bills, fines, and summons start with Mr., Mrs., or Ms. Sometimes you'll see your surname in capitals, just like on a gravestone. That's because your straw man is dead, and just a silly piece of paper, created before you could comprehend or even consent to it. When you go to court, you represent your straw man, so you, the human, take on any costs, fees, taxes, and fines involved for the straw man. The human you doesn't even need to pay them. But you made a contract with the court by appearing on behalf of your legal personality or straw man, just like the government knew you would. Confused? Well, don't worry. The government doesn't want you to know anyway. If you knew, you'd stop paying things like council tax and parking tickets.
Yeah.
Because when you go to court, you are representing your straw man. You are you, alive and made of flesh and blood. Your straw man, or legal personality, is a piece of paper created from your birth certificate. And you think it's you. What a silly Billy. Would you like to know more? Well then go over to tpuc.org. Get up, get informed, and get real.
We really need to go to that website, y'all. Like, this is real. Oh.
That's why they killing us with the chemtrails. That's why they killing us with the foods. That's why they killing us with the neurotoxins. That's why they calcifying our pineal gland through fluoride. That's why our toothpaste is calcifying our pineal glands. That's the reason why we eating all types of food that's rotting the enamel on our teeth. That's hiding the melanated clusters. That's the reason why everything is a neurotoxins, for they can actually decalcify and kill the actual melanin clusters that's called the 12 cranial nerves. That's the reason why they give us food, because because most of the serotonin, which come from melatonin, is produced in the gut. Everywhere you go, we are being destroyed on every level of playing. You ain't never asked yourself why? You never ever sat back and asked yourself why. Why is my food toxic? Why have I been taught that flesh is food when flesh is the dead corpus of animals? Why have I been taught that H2O is actually water when it's not water, but the real water is H3O2, which come from our fruit? Why have I been taught that fruit is the side dish, vegetables is the side dish, but I have to have large amount of proteins and grains and beans and shit and on my food that's going to actually break down my molecular structure and yield all type of acids, which is going to bring a mucosal response? Why have I been taught that television is good? Why I've been taught to sit in front of computers all day? Why do my children know every damn song on the radio but can't even name a body part or a bone that's in their body? Why is our daughters twerking and shaking their ass and shit and don't even know the beginning of ritualistic spirituality? Why can we name every song and every rapper, but you can't even tell me the name of 4 crystals which is going to help levitate the magnetites that's already within inside of your body? Why are we not praying and meditating? Why are we all in clubs and drinking and smoking and killing our bodies, living a life of toxicity? Why when I go outside I gotta look at chemtrails? Water is tainted, sugar is in everything, salt is in everything. They even got damn robotic chicken nuggets now with Bill Gates and McDonald's. Y'all haven't been seeing what's going on? Why is that? You have to ask yourself why. Why is that? Why is everything made to keep you asleep, and why is everything made to drug you and to kill you? Why are they going after your reproductive organs? Why is there a damn birthing clinic where they do abortions and shit at every corner? And then not only at every corner in a 2-mile or 2-block radius, you have a liquor store or a tobacco store. Then not only that, it's something that's going to take your money for hair weave. They're trying to make you believe that you are everybody but who you are. Look, who are you before they told you who you are? Who are you before they told you who you are? We just let these people tell us who we are. We just let these people give us our own status. They give us our own blood pressure monitor. They give us our own sugar monitor. You're pre-diabetic. How about that I'm made of fucking sugar? That's why we more diabetic than anybody on planet Earth, because sugar is melanin. Melanin is carbon. It's called carbon chain constituents. Of course I'm going to have more sugar in my blood than you have in your blood, because I'm made of nothing but sugar. Or you got high blood pressure is the #1 amongst African Americans. How about that I produce more adrenochrome than you? Because I'm naturally in a state of fight or flight, because we ain't supposed to fucking be here. So of course my blood pressure is going to be high. Then you start looking at the stats and you start looking at how we are actually put up against 40-year-old Caucasian men when we go to the hospitals and when we go to the doctors, and you wonder why we twice as sick. Because we need to create our own charts. We need to create our own hospitals. We need to create our own education systems. We have to create our own, because we are biologically, biochemically different. That's all. We are different. And we can't no longer be treated like we're a 40-year-old Caucasian white man. We can't. Because we totally different. And that's the reason why we dying. That's the reason why the medicine is not working. That's the reason why the pharmaceutical companies are killing us left and right. That's the reason why we are dying, y'all, because we are being treated like we are Neanderthals, and we are not. You are not a Neanderthal. You don't come from a Neanderthal. You don't have no chromosomes that share any chromosomes with a Neanderthal. You don't come from rhesus monkeys. You don't come from canine blood. You don't come from werewolves. None of that. You don't come from that. You come from the cosmos. Your melanin proves it. And I ain't even talking about your skin. I ain't even talking about the melanin that's in your skin. I'm not even talking about the melanin sites in your skin. I'm talking about the melanin that's deep within inside the coil of your 9 DNA series. Hey, she don't want to talk.
Wow, that was a lot right there. Let me know what you think down below.
You're right, there is a firmament. The thing that you have wrong about it is that it's made of glass. The firmament's not made of glass. The reason we can't go through the firmament is because it's a different vibrational field. That is to say, the same vibrational fields that hold my body together or my hand together, instead of it flying off into a million billion different molecules and atoms, is the frequency of this place we live in. I mean, look at any audio frequency test. Put sand on a speaker, give it different frequencies. what happens? They take shape, they take form.
Interesting.
Get it off. They got you in the game?
What?
No. If you in the game, you're not going to be playing this. What was that you was doing with your hand?
Game.
Yeah, don't be doing all of that. What is that?
It's Naruto.
She said, oh.
Or is it magnets? Tiny magnets placed on the ball, ensuring a strong attraction to the metal rim. Watch.
Damn.
Baron needs more magnets. Baron gets more magnets. Don't believe me? Watch the NBA playoffs and you'll see there's really no other explanation.
That's crazy.
Here's how you get rid of your straw man. Since people keep asking me, I'm going to break it down in a different way. So starting with the 5 basic senses, can you see a straw man? Can you touch it? Can you hear it? Can you smell it? Or can you taste it? Obviously, the answer is to no to all of them. And since it doesn't appeal to any of the 5 basic senses, that must mean that it's a social construct, it's fictitious, it's a fiction of law, and it's a legal fiction. So first, let's look at what a social construct is. Social construct is defined as an idea that has been created and accepted by the people in a society. So as a social construct, since it's an idea, that means it has to have your consent. You don't have to agree to a social construct. Book reference. A fiction is an assumption or a supposition of law that something which is or may be false is true, or that a state of facts exists which has never really taken place. An assumption for purposes of justice of a fact that does not or may not exist. Fiction of law. Something known to be false is assumed to be true. Fictitious. Founded on a fiction, having the character of a fiction, pretended, counterfeit. Feigned, imaginary, not real, false, not genuine, non-existent. Book reference. Legal fiction. Assumption of fact made by court as basis for deciding a legal question. So since the straw man is known as a legal fiction or a fiction of law and is fictitious, and it's a social construct, that means it can only exist with your consent, as I mentioned prior. Now pay close attention to what I'm about to read you next, because it explains perfectly why the confusion surrounding the straw man is so complicated for some people. Book reference. Legal fiction is a mask that progress must wear to pass the faithful but bleared-eyed watchers of our ancient legal treasures. But though legal fiction are useful in thus mitigating or absorbing the shock of innovation, they work havoc in the form of intellectual confusion. The least that can be said is that they tend to make us all ignore the magnitude and character of the actual changes wrought by them. The mask shuts off a great deal of needed light. So now I'm going to take you back to the law books to further explain what a straw man is. And this is the Latin word, straminius homo, a man of straw, one of no substance, put forth as bail or surety. So the fictitious straw man is the surety that people agree to be surety for. That's why in Proverbs 11:15, it gives the principle that he that is surety for a stranger shall smart for it, and he that hateth suretyship is sure. In different translations, smart simply means suffer. So whenever you answer or sign for that straw man, you are saying that you are liable for its debts. So the ultimate status correction ultimately comes through having the correct mindset and knowing the fundamental principles of law. So we need to get back to the principles where our word is our bond. So how do you get rid of your straw man? You mentally disassociate yourself from that fictitious entity and the social construct that is the straw man. Sorry I didn't give you any paperwork, but I gave you something better. Peace.
Took the baby's soul, and they sent it out with a tug and is presumed dead and lost at sea until it should return and claim its minor estate. No physician delivers a baby. Only a doctor does. Doctor is dock tender. The baby is a vessel, a ship. That's where the all caps name comes in. If you look at the names of ships, they're in all capital letters. Okay. No one disclosed the terms and conditions of the contract, yet you were handed a stack of papers to fill out, and you were only told, and this was right out of the nurse's manual, this is just to register your baby with the state and to give it a name. Mm-hmm. And you fill out the paperwork, and you name your baby, and you sign as an informant. What is the legal definition of the word informant? someone who gives someone else up to another, thereby giving the title and equity of your child to the state.
No.
This creates a doctrine called parens patriae. I guess I should write that.
Parents.
It's Latin for state as your parent. State is the parent. Creates a doctrine of parens patriae. Through this doctrine, that's how they have control over you. And through your consent of being a citizen, a person, a resident. 3 things you never want to be.
Yeah.
I hope the chair's not too comfortable. I don't want to see you doing that now. All right, I'll throw something at you. Anyway, the doctrine of parens patriae. So, no terms and conditions of the sales contract were given. No full and honest disclosure of the contract.
Right.
No 2 wedding signatures.
Right.
No one there was securities licensed, insurance licensed. No prospectus was given. If you go to your stockbroker and you want to invest in a corporation, he is required by law to give you a prospectus, right? And you weren't given one. What I'm trying to teach you here is it was all done through fraud without any full and honest disclosure of the contract. You were licensed, bonded, insured. Your vessel was created. A sus to QV trust was created.
Y'all, we gotta find out who that man is. If you know, let me know.
Question, guys. Is
down
it just
below.
me, or do shit seem really, really weird? What I mean by that is time is speeding up. It don't feel like it's 24 hours in a day anymore. Food tastes fake as fuck, and the weather is crazy as all outdoors. In addition to that, it's like people walking around like zombies. Is it just me? Tap in.
No, girl. It's everybody sees that. Yeah.
The government does not want you to know this, but they've been poisoning us for decades and decades. The drinking water that comes out your sink is full of a dangerous chemical called fluoride. Fluoride is also in most major toothpaste brands. So the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning is brush your teeth with it. People gonna try to say that fluoride is safe, but literally the Nazis put this in the Jews' drinking water in World War II. Why did they do this? To dull their brains.
Isn't that disgusting, y'all? And toothpaste having that high amount of fluoride in it, especially like if you are trying to rebuild your enamel or something and you get that extra prescription strength fluoride, right? Okay, so if you look on any tube of toothpaste, you're gonna see where it says, literally it says, do not ingest this. If you swallow this toothpaste, call poison control. Why? Because you've ingested a poison. Because you've swallowed a poison. Otherwise, you wouldn't be calling poison control. But the thing is, neurotoxins, things that poison the brain, which is what fluoride is, they are more soaked into your body through your mucosa, which is under your tongue and in your lines of your gums. So I don't know if y'all have ever had a pill that was like you don't swallow it, you put it under your tongue and you let it dissolve. That's because they want it to get to your bloodstream the fastest. Well, what do we do with toothpaste? Put that shit all inside our mouth, under our tongue, on our gums, on our teeth. And then if you don't rinse it good, it sits there for hours. Like, swallowing it would be better for you because it wouldn't go to the blood-brain barrier as easily. Like, this is nuts, some of the shit we do.
They didn't want the Jews to be conscious enough and spiritually woke enough to try and rebel. Fluoride calcifies your third eye. It makes it to where it can never really open and you can be woke. So you can see certain things, so you could be aware of certain things. So why is fluoride in our drinking water? Well, that's easy. The government wants to dull our brains so we're never aware enough to rebel against them and notice that this is our world, this is our earth, and we don't have to play by their rules.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. Okay, y'all. Alright, it says, can you explain this? I want y'all to explain this for me. okay, down below, tell me, is this not a picture of a depiction of Jesus's birth? You've got a wise man right here. You've got Mary. She's holding the baby. Another wise man giving him gifts. The animals in the barn, because he was just, this is definitely Jesus' birth. So why is there a crucifix in the picture? Let's say this is a picture taken from back then, not even a picture painted. The crucifix shouldn't be there, right? Because Jesus wasn't crucified yet, and nobody knew he'd be crucified. And that symbol wouldn't be there. It's just food for thought.
Well, of course, if you want to wait and see if a side effect shows up, that takes 2 years. So.
Yeah, here we are 2 years later with sudden adult
They
death
found
syndrome.
another advanced world just outside of Antarctica. They don't want us going there. Once you understand, there's more land beyond Antarctica. What's another word for more? Extra. What's another word for land? Territory. Put that together in a word, extra terra. If somebody came from the extra terra outside of Antarctica, we might call them an extraterrestrial from the outer space.
Oh my God, that made so much sense. When you find out the lottery only exists to catch time travelers. That was funny.
All the rich families, the monarchy, all the presidents, they're all related to these trans-dimensional shape-shifting lizards.
Do you guys remember the
Not
Ronald
regular
McDonald
water.
statues on the benches back in the day?
Yeah.
You know the story why they took it off?
Yeah.
There was a case one time where there was two guys late at night, 2, 3 in the morning, sitting down eating McDonald's on the bench, and they were super tired. And one of them wanted to go throw the trash away, and then the other friend that stayed on the bench and sat on Ronald McDonald's lap, and he said, "Man, I'm so tired." And Ronald McDonald like responded to him and said, "Yeah, so am I." And this dude died. He had a heart attack. Got rid of all the
Yeah,
benches.
that's scary, bro. I got chills and my
Bro,
eyes are
imagine
watering.
that shit.
His eyes are watering. Okay.
Y'all, we got fake snow.
What?
Show them again.
Watch this. So this is
Styrofoam
This
pieces.
is styrofoam. Styrofoam.
Oh no.
Ew. I wonder what happened to it all. You think it melted?
Wake the fuck up.
Israel Supreme Court with a pyramid on top of their building? That don't make no sense. Well, that is the video, guys. Let me know if you were a little bit enlightened by some of these videos down below. These are some definitely woke TikToks that will wake you up and make you question reality for sure. Make you question your birth certificate as well. If the universe has led you here in a crazy twist of fate, please do hit that subscribe button. You will not be disappointed. Thank you so much, all of you, for hanging out with me tonight. All of you who are newly subscribed. And I will see you next time. Bye.
Tell me, oh, will you believe?